Hey Simmers, it's Sims Free Play Design Heaven here. I'm back again. I'm going to do another house tour, and it is of this house here. I have been building this absolute beast for the past couple of weeks. It's taken me forever. Someone on Instagram commented saying that it kind of looks like a village. It's not a village, it's a house, but it may as well be a village because it is massive. It is so big. Okay, so let's dive right in. Basically what this house represents is my take on a sort of estate like Downton Abbey. So it's a Downton Abbey-esque type house. So I'll show you what it looks like with the roof on. So this is the front of the house. So that's the front door just down there. It's massive. It's really big. It took me, like I said, such a long time, and I've been very busy with work, so I apologize for not putting up a video for about 3 weeks. But in between being busy at work, I thought usually if I feel like I'm too busy to make videos, I always try and build a house, so at least I'm doing something Sims related. So I have been building this house, and it is a monster. But let's dive right into the actual the actual tour of the house. So you enter on this side here, which is a little bit confusing. So if you visited this house already and you didn't know if that was the front door or that was the front door, this officially is the front door here. So we've got the two what are they called? Oh my gosh, this is the second time in a video I can't remember what these are called. Coat of arms. No. We'll come back to it later. I literally can't believe I can't think of this. Okay, so this is the entryway here. And then shield of arms. Oh God, who knows? Okay, so we'll go into, this is kind of like the main foyer area. So we've got the main staircase off to the side here. So there we go, the grand stairway. We've got two little rooms that we're going to start with. So we'll start with this room here. So it's off to the side. It's like a little parlor area. So it's a nice little sitting room where you can kind of go in and read, or, you might write in your journal, or, you might, have people over and kind of have a sitting room. And so there's a door there, and it's out to the side. There's a little garden. So I have to tell you guys, I know that I'm okay at building houses, but I am rubbish at doing gardens. I just don't have a green thumb. I don't know what it is, but every time I try and do a garden, it looks horrific. But so I've really made it a point, because I thought if this is going to be like a Downton Abbey type house, it's going to have beautiful gardens. It's just the manicured gardens especially in the UK, are amazing. So I wanted to try and do that justice as much as I possibly could. So I really tried with the gardens. So hopefully that comes off in this build. But this is a nice little patio onto the side there, and then there's like, a little canvas there, so they can paint with, they might paint the flowers, the lovely garden that I've created for them. So then if we go back into the parlor and come back out into the main foyer, so then we've got another sort of foyer off to the side here, which goes into the main study. So this is maybe the men's study, maybe the female study, who knows? It could be either one. And they've got the secret doors here. So I think in my mind, they service both as secret doors, but also as bookshelves, because I want them to be bookshelves in this case. And they go over to the library, so they've got special access to the library over here. So let's enter from the main area. I love the doorways here. However, I've tried to be as intricate as I can be with the doorways, so it seems a bit interesting, and it seems realistic, and there's a bit of character to it, because you can see where the windows are. That's actually a separate room, but I've tried to make it seem as open and as much like one room as I possibly could, so that it's there's extra detail to it. And I'm really like how it's come off. I think, I like that it's green. It's the green library, and it looks nice and cozy, but it also looks really formal. And I think, if you were the house owner of this library, you would be very proud to bring people in here as they come into your house to kind of show off the library that you've created for them. Okay, cool. So we'll come back out of there and we'll go down this corridor here. So, there's a little restroom off to the side there as well. So can't forget the restroom. This door here, it goes to the servants' quarters, which we'll come back to in a second. So that's the entryway that the servants would get into the house. We've got the formal dining room there. So it seats 6 at the moment, but I think it would be one of those sort of extendable tables where you could easily fit about 20 people on there, in my mind. So we go through this corridor here. We've got a lovely sitting room in here, so I think this is where the family would kind of hang out the most. This is like maybe not informal, but I think this is the sitting room that they would all, talk about their affairs and maybe the business, and we know what's going on with their lives and things like that. We've got a piano there as well. Then this door here leads out to the backyard. So in what I would think is that I didn't have enough space for it, but this little archway here would lead out here to like a huge garden. And I think it would be like a fountain. Maybe there might be acres of land that they own. So it would be a beautiful, amazing view out there of the entire house. So that's why I've got all those windows along here as well in the library, because it's kind of like capitalizing on that beautiful view that would be out here of all of the things that they own. So we'll come back into the house and we'll go through so there's a little bit more of a corridor there. Then we've got an outside courtyard, which is quite nice as well. I think it's nice and tranquil, and I was really worried that people would think that this was the front door of the house. So what I did was I put all the trees there so that they actually would stop people thinking that that's the front house, because the Sims can't actually get in on that side of the house. Beautiful. So then if we go to the side here, we've also got another little library. So I'd say this is the West Library. So this is it's got another sitting room. It's got a lovely little fireplace and a grandfather clock in there, and a little bit of a toilet and a basin there off to the side there for restrooms, because it's a long way to the other toilet. So obviously I've got to have a toilet over here. We've also got a second set of stairs there too. So before we go upstairs, I wanted to look at the servants' quarters. So the servants enter the house from this door here, but if they enter the house from outside the house, that sounds a bit confusing, but you know what I mean. If they enter the house from, if they've got deliveries or if they've been out for the day, they enter the house here, because if they do have deliveries, or if they're coming in with food, or they might be coming in with furniture or things like that, or, cleaning products or whatever they do, I don't know, whatever they have. Obviously they, the owners of the house don't want them traipsing that through the main foyer. So this is the entryway, and it goes downstairs to the basement. So this would be the main area where they keep the uniforms. Then we've got two, so obviously I think it would be split up into male and female. So we've got two studies there for the head of the house, who's the head of the maids, and then maybe a head of all the males. So we've got the dormitories here. So these would be the male dormitories through this door here, and they've got a bathroom at the end there. So the male dormitories, and then exactly the same up the top is the female dormitories as well. So that's those there. These studies for the male and female heads of the maids and the servants, I guess. I don't know what you call male servants, or servers maybe. Who knows? They also have en-suites as well. They're lucky. They're very, very lucky, very lavish. So, obviously it's good to be the boss. They get their own en-suites. And then there's just another couple of toilets there as well for just general use of all the wait staff there. Then we've got a little rec room for them as well. And I put up those paintings and things like that, because I thought, they'd have kids and they'd want to put the paintings of their kids up there and things like that. And it's a nice little sitting room for them in that room there. If we come around the corner, we've got a laundry as well. So that's where they do all the laundry. And I think what's happened is the person that's bought this house, it's a really old house. So that's the thoughts. And then what they've done is they're slowly renovating it. So I think they've renovated down here a little bit, because these look a little bit newer. The doorways look a bit newer. The floor looks a bit newer. But I think once you get to the kitchen area, this is a little bit, so they haven't got around to renovating that just yet. And I don't think they kind of need to. So maybe some of the old furniture is also migrated down here as well, because there's newer, lovelier furniture upstairs. So this is the kitchen here, and then this is the dining area for all the staff. So this is where they eat all their meals together and things like that, which I really like. I think that's really cute down there. Okay, so we'll go back upstairs, and I don't know if you've noticed, but the middle here and through here, it's actually a patio, and that's outside. It's actually not outside. It's I guess in the functions of the game it's outside, but if you look up here, it's actually got a balcony over it, so it's got a mezzanine. That's why I put a patio in there, and I'm so excited about it. I don't know, it just came to me. I just thought, I really want a mezzanine in one of my houses where they can kind of walk around and still look, downstairs, and I was just really excited about it. And so I trialed it on a house, and I kind of just to see if it would actually function. And when it did, that's when this house just started to grow out of nowhere, and it just expanded, and it just became the beast that it is today. I didn't even kind of realize what I was building until I was halfway through. But I love how you can see like the bottom of the stairs here and the top of the stairs, and you can kind of look down there, and you can see into the library a little bit, and kind of see down the hallway, and you can see those rugs as well. I really like those new rugs as well. PS Sims, good job, awesome. Love all the new furniture that's been coming out lately. So this is actually a balcony, but because it's a patio downstairs and then a balcony upstairs, but it's actually blocked off, so there's a roof on the top. So it actually is indoors. It's not outdoors at all, which I love. I think it's so so cool. Alright, so this is one of the main rooms. So there's actually 10 bedrooms in this place. It's insane. So I think they kind of call them by colour. I think this is one of the main bedrooms though. I think this was, the main, maybe male would live in this room. He has his own little ensuite off to the side there. And then I think this female with the ice, this event has just happened, the Christmas event with the Ice Queen. Love this furniture. I think it's just so cool and elegant, and it just fit in so perfectly with what I was doing here. So I was like, yes, we'll put that in there, definitely. So they're the main 2 bedrooms. Oh no, don't want to put on the shade. And then we've got a bathroom off to the side here. Then we've got, I tried to make all of these bedrooms as different as possible, with kind of trying to make them seem like they're a bit cohesive as well. So I've got a blue room, we've got a green room, a pink room, we've got the rose room, which I think a special guest would stay in this one because they've got their own ensuite as well. And then around the corner, we've got a little viewing platform of that lovely little garden off to the side there. Then we've got another blue room and another green room. Then we've got, so this is how the servants obviously would come upstairs as well. And then we've got another set of stairs that goes upstairs to the roof. And I love the roof. I'm actually really, really happy with the roof. I struggled with it. It was bare for a couple of weeks, but I've finally finished it. And I think it's actually come off really nicely. I think it looks really cute, and I'm happy with the garden part of it. And so basically, if they would have really special guests, so I'm thinking maybe if royalty came, or maybe like a grandma or something like that was coming, someone who was really, really important, they would stay up in these rooms here. So they've got their own little sort of sitting areas, sitting rooms, and then a beautiful big room as well. So this one's the nicer one of the 2. And then I've got the candy bed in there from the gingerbread house, and it's not, obviously in my mind, it's not made of gingerbread. I just was running out of beds, and when I bought the gingerbread house bed, I was like, oh, this would go perfectly, because it sort of looks like, if you kind of discount the fact that it's candy, it sort of looks like it could be part of that time period a little bit. So I've tried to change and make it look as realistic as possible. Don't know how well that's worked, but oh well. They've got a sitting room there as well. Then we've got a nice little sort of like alfresco dining area here with the nice with the fountains, and I tried to do well with the garden. I hope it's kind of come off. I don't know how that middle garden looks. I think it looks nice, but I really like the garden in here. I think this kind of nice little sort of sitting area under the shade is really beautiful in there. I don't know, there's something about that I really, really like. I think it's nice and tranquil. Then we've got another viewing platform on the top here, and then around the side here, this is where you can go play chess. So you can play chess up the top of the roof. And that is the house, guys. I hope you like the tour. Like I said, it's an absolute beast. It is massive. It's so, so big. I've loved every single second of making this house, of designing this house. I didn't really know what I was building when I started, and now that it's finished, I'm really, really happy with it. I think I like my gardens for the first time ever, which is pretty impressive for me, because usually I absolutely hate them. But yeah, so hopefully you guys like this as well, and come and stay over, get your Sims to come visit. There's so many beds in this place that seriously, if only we could have more than 10 Sims in a house, seriously. But there is 10 bedrooms, so 10 bedrooms for 10 Sims. I hope you guys enjoyed this tour as well and you like this house. I'm going to do a build it yourself version of this as well, so because it is such a huge build. So if you guys wanted to see how to build it yourself, that's coming up in the near future. But give it a thumbs up if you like this video. Subscribe to my page as well, because there are many more videos to come just like this one. And comment in the comment section too. I love reading comments, and I try and get back to them as much as I can. Sometimes it can be hard. But yeah, enjoy the rest of your day, guys. Oh, and find me on Instagram. It's at @SimsFreePlay_design heaven. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I hope you have a great day.